I'm Seb, welcome to my channel To Live is to Suffer, where we're trying to help men and guide them through to know that to live on this earth is to suffer. Today I'm going to review a video that I've watched over and over and over again over the years, and it's the 5 traits that you need to work on to be a good man, to be a strong man. Is something that's close to my heart, something that I'm going to teach you on this channel, that I'm going to be banging over and over again. So this is 5 habits to become a good, strong man. I'm going to leave a link to the full video in the channel description below. So I'm going to big up the authors of the video as well who put this together. And I'm going to go straight into this and see what we're saying.
Work on being a good man. Now, there are a lot of people out there that don't know what it means to be a good man. They don't know what it means to be a good person. Listen to me. The absence of evil is not an automatic indication of the presence of good.
I don't know where they found this man to interview him in settings like this, in a barn, yeah? But, you know, say, he's got to be a strong man to be in them settings, because only strong men work with like them barn animals and them farms. So, you know, but like he says, you know, we're going to get into what it takes to be a good man, yeah?
You've got negative, you have positive, and you have neutral. Neutral is there's no negative, but there's no positive either, which means it's a big zero. You remember studying in school negative and positive numbers? All right, picture that graph you looked at on the page. There's -5, -4, -3, -2, -1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we say down here on the negatives, Dwayne, I don't do drugs, I don't abuse women, and I don't steal, and I don't do this, and I don't do that. And so they do away with all the negatives. But
yeah, all of the negatives. Like, you can't just be, to be a good man, what he's saying is you can't just say, well, I don't do drugs, I don't steal, I don't hurt children, I don't commit fraud, I don't steal from old people, I don't take what's not mine. You can't just say all the things that you don't do, all of the negatives, yeah? Where are the positives? Like, don't say, I don't do this, I don't do that, I don't do this, and bring yourself all the way to 0. So because you don't do anything bad, that does not mean you're a good man. I mean, we can go through this like for days. This is just, I'm just starting on this topic. But like the man says, you can't just be a good man because you don't do the negatives in life. You have to also do the positives. So after 0, +1, what do? Do you take care of your family? +2, do you work hard? +3, do you wake up early? +4, do you take care of the weak children in your family that nobody else is looking after? Like, what are the pluses that you do? Don't just say, oh, because I don't do the negatives, I'm a good man. No, that's not going to cut it. You also got to put the work in to become a good man.
they don't do anything positive. Congratulations, that person's a big 0. Being good is proactive. It's doing something. And you don't have to go and volunteer in India at an orphanage. It's just caring about people.
That's what I was saying. You don't have to volunteer in India like you're saying in an orphanage. You just got to look after the people in your family that no one else is looking after. You got to look after the children, the weak ones that don't have strong parents, ones that their parents are going through a little bit of depression or some arguments or a little down cycle in their life. Like, these are the people that you've got to look after. Just if all the man them just looked after a few of the people that's struggling around them in their circle, that's all you need for the world to be an absolutely fantastic place to live in.
Poor, beleaguered cashier at Walmart with the tired eyes and the swollen ankles. Just look her in the eye and ask her, how are you doing today? Just in your life, be an agent for good. And going through life, become a good man. That's a lifetime right there.
That's all you got to do sometimes. Like he said, when you go into the shop and you see the tired cashier, you see the tired person who's working in the dry cleaners. Sometimes, you know, you can just say, hey, how you doing? How's life? How's things going? You know, just give them a positive word. Oh, you look good today. You know, oh, just make a joke, crack a joke, like pay the goodness of energy forward in society. Like, good men spread good energy into society. And that's, I think, what this soldier is saying.
Study, okay? But start working on that. Second, be a dangerous man. Now, being dangerous is not being a threat.
Yeah, that's right. I'll touch on that in a couple of videos now, but you must be dangerous to be a good man.
Two different things. And it's not about going out and lifting weights and getting a bunch of tattoos and wearing leather jackets and walking around with your chest and shoulders up, hulking around saying, I'm dangerous. That's very rarely is that a dangerous man. Often the most dangerous man in the room is the quietest man in the room. I was talking to the neighbor behind me, the manager of all this grazing land, ranch land, and across the road he and his wife had just a few head of sheep. Not very many, 10 or 12. And we were talking about, and he was talking about this is here and this is over here. And he said, "Now I don't recommend you go over and check out the sheep." He has one of those Great Pyrenees dogs over there. He said, that dog doesn't know you and he might eat you up protecting those sheep. Now, sat there for a couple days and watched. That dog was dangerous. But that dog did not sit on the hillside up with his head up and his hair flowing in the wind like some kind of lion telling the whole world I'm dangerous. Quiet. He wasn't down at the road down there barking at everything come by, says I'm dangerous. He was just with the sheep. And he was not a danger to the sheep. He's not telling everybody how dangerous he is. In fact, from a distance, if you look down there, he looked like the sheep. But you go down there and he thinks you're...
Don't go down there, homie. Don't wander down there.
Trying to harm one of the sheep. It's a different story. He's dangerous. Listen, this...
Yeah, I mean, I have to tell you straight that to be a good man, you have to be dangerous. And you have to be dangerous because you have to be capable. You have to be capable because you have to be strong. No one can be a good man and they're not a strong man. Yeah, you have to be able to protect the weak. You have to protect yourself. In order for you to be good, you've got to make sure that no one can be bad, that you've got to repel that sin of badness from society away from you. So you have to be dangerous to be strong. You have to be strong to be good. If you're good and weak, people will just walk all over you. You'll never be able to do anything good if you cannot defend any territory. You have to be dangerous, you have to be strong, and those are the two virtues I think that you need to be good. You cannot be good if you're not dangerous and strong. All you are is weak, and these people out here will nyam your food, yeah, and you don't want that.
You cannot, if we tie this into the earlier point, be a good man. You can't be a good man, a fully good man, if you're not a dangerous man.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. You cannot be fully good if you are not a dangerous man. The dangerous man can defend the territory. It's like for me, I defend territory so my business can survive. When my business survives, I can employ people, people can get paid, people can support their families. If I did not defend the territory that my businesses occupy, and I mean I've had a lot of threats to my businesses and I've had to defend that territory, and I could only defend that territory because I'm dangerous, because I'm internally dangerous, because I'm physically strong, yeah? And when I mean physically strong, that just means that you've got the mental capacity to deal with the stress that people give you when they're trying to take from you what you're trying to defend. So you have to be dangerous and strong just to be a good man. That's the prerequisites of being good. Like, that's why being a good man is so difficult, is so hard, because you have to have those two massive prerequisites, which is strength and the propensity to be dangerous in society. But you have to be able to control that inner ability to be dangerous. You just have to be able to control it, and then you can have a chance at being a good man. Without that, you cannot stand a chance out here.
To be good is to do good to people, and sometimes doing good to people is protecting those people. It's protecting those people, protecting those around us, all right? These days I'm a laid back, mellow, middle-aged fella, and I kind of talk slow and easy, and I move slow and easy, all right? But you say one disrespectful thing to my wife and my...
And I get it when he says that he moves slow and easy. I'll give you an example. I was walking through one of these shopping centers a couple of weeks ago, and I was walking with my daughter, right? And she's a teenager, and she was walking through, and she was walking fast. And she was pulling me, yeah? And I was like, slow down. And she was like, Dad, you got to move with purpose, she said. She said some word like I'm embling or something like that. I don't even know what word she said. Like, you know, she says I'm not walking with purpose, because, you know, she wanted to get around all the shops. And I was trying to say to her, like, look, darling, I got my head on a swivel when I'm out in public. I got my head on with a swivel. I'm walking and I'm looking for danger. I'm moving slow. Yeah, I'm analyzing my surroundings, who's behind me, who's close to me, who's close to her, who's walking up, you know, that is walking up into her safe space. I'm looking to protect her and protect myself while we were out in public. So I'm moving slow and easy and strolling. And I think that's kind of what this man is saying. Like, at this age where he is now, he's dangerous now. So dangerous people, we don't move scatty like we're in a hurry, and scatterbrain, moving fast, stepping fast. No, like some junkie. No, you got to move slow and easy and mellow and keep your head on a swivel. Keep your head on a swivel, people.
My presence. Or I get a phone call from one of my daughters crying. I am not only willing, but I am able to inflict great bodily damage. And I will do so. I'm not a danger to those around me.
That's right.
I'm not a danger to the sheep.
Not a danger.
But you need to be a dangerous man. Look up, there's a guy on the internet.
I'm the guy on the internet that you should look up, yeah? Look up To Live Is To Suffer, because we teach you how to be dangerous, strong, and good men out here. So look us up over here.
And he's on YouTube, and he discusses this. He's much smarter than I am. He discusses this much better. Jordan Peterson. And he talks about this.
All right, Jordan Peterson. All right. Big Don, Jordan Peterson. I thought he was talking about myself, you know. I thought he was going to big me up, but, you know, JP, he's good to go.
It's a whole lot more eloquently than I can, all right? But you need to, first off, you need to get it a mindset. Look, I'm not a sheep. I'm taking care of those that it's a willingness and a mindset. And then you work on the physical side of it. All right, start losing some weight, start going to the gym, start learning some things. And third, be educated. Listen, you want to know how to be a man among men? You start following and reading and listening to guys like Jocko Willett, Jordan Peterson, and start learning. Start reading. The brain is a muscle, and like any muscle, the more you work it.
Yeah, I think, let me see. I think I'm going to hold this video off here now, because I don't want them to run onto like 15, 20 minutes. I'm going to review the set. I'm going to split this up and review it into another video. But basically, in this video, this brother's telling you that to be a good man, you have to be a dangerous man. And you can only be a dangerous man because you want to be a strong man. You can't be strong if you've got no capability of inflicting violence. That doesn't mean that you should inflict violence. No, that means that you should be capable of inflicting violence if and when the time comes, which is the very, very, very last resort. Trust me when I tell you, the last resort. But if it's to save your life and protect land and property, then you must be able to inflict violence, but that's only to defend territory from thieves, yeah, from people who are out here who are bad mind and wicked. So trust me, to be a good man, you have to be capable of violence, but you have to be able to control it. I must stress that. If you are a violent person and you have no way to control your violence, then you are a maniac, you're homicidal, you should be locked up, they should throw away the key, you're not fit for society. But if you are a truly good man, you should study to be a completely dangerous man, but you should also study the control side of your emotions. Control that danger, control that inability, that inside ability to carry out extreme violence in a short burst, if and when it's only needed. Yeah, so I'm going to review the second part of the video. Look out for part 2 when I pick up another side of this. I'm Seb. Thank you for watching this far. Channel is To Live Is To Suffer, teaching men how to be real men out here. Like and subscribe if you get this far to the video, and I'll catch you on part 2 of this next review.